We're going to talk about trauma triggers and what to do about them. If you recognize them, you can neutralize them. If you have PTSD or you have some kind of trauma reactivity, recognizing your triggers will help you neutralize them. And that means to be conscious of your subconscious. If you know something triggers you, such as maybe the seashell, if a seashell triggers you and you're scared of swimming and you almost drowned, this could be a simple trigger. So the thing is to recognize those triggers because they will come, but they can also go. They're kind of like a riptide. If you give in to them and you stay in that panic mode, here's what happens. That trigger becomes a 3 or 4 day bout with emotional flooding and then numbing and going into shock and PTSD reactivity. It sets off your vagus nerve. It's horrible. But if you say, okay, I'm aware of what my triggers are, then they won't be able to overtake you as much. If you know what they are, they can't overtake you. I liken it to a riptide. A riptide, if you struggle with it and you fight it, you're likely to drown. But a riptide is kind of 2 or 3 different bodies of water or waves coming together to just drag you under. There's undertow, and if you fight it and struggle to stay buoyant, you will not make it. So what you do is you kind of relax into it, recognize it. Okay, there's a trigger, and it neutralizes it by saying, well, there it is. And then there it goes. Because in a riptide, if you don't struggle and you just do your best to keep your head above water and breathe when you can, it will eventually push you right to the shore. It's headed for the shore, and that's where you'll go. So remember to recognize and neutralize your triggers. And remember to say things like, well, there it is, and there it goes. And the quicker you do that, you'll be spending less time in panic attacks. You won't be caving into them. It'll be like a tsunami that comes to you when you feel like you're in a panic attack, but you go, okay, it's just a panic attack. And if you relax into it, it will go away faster. So recognize and neutralize your trauma triggers, and you can be conscious of your subconscious and live so much better and happier. And you won't be stuck in those days and days and days of flooding and numbing, flooding and numbing. You'll be fine. So recognize, neutralize, and enjoy your life better that way.